Whoa, what's good, man? My name is FlemLo Raps, and today I'm gonna be giving you kind of an update on my Madden 17 plans. Okay, I'm gonna be giving you like the first part of it. It's kind of deep, and so it's a lot of different moving parts that's gonna be involved in this thing. So I wanted to start getting them out there. I don't want to wait too close to the game because whenever I get my hands on the game, I want to start being able to, get everything going. So I want to have my plan in order. So I'm saying this part of it very early so that if people happen to hate this idea, which I think y'all will like the idea. Some of y'all, I think you'll fucking love the idea. I think it's a great idea. But I don't always just go with what I think is a great idea. I like to discuss it with y'all because if y'all fucking hate the idea, then I'll change it. But I'm pretty married to it. I think it's a good plan. So anyway, hear me out. Here we go. So as you know, I'm gonna be doing a franchise mode in Madden 17. Haven't chosen my team yet. I've got it narrowed down to about 5 or 6 teams. We're gonna talk about that in a different video. Now you've heard me say that I'm going to include my NCAA series, that UTEP universe that we've built up, man. It's so deep. There's so much going on in that thing that I want to continue it on Madden, along with everything that's happening in the NFL, so it'll integrate. It's not gonna come in and take over the entire league, right? So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take all of our major players from all 6 seasons, well, all 5 seasons that are already complete, and it'll be 6 seasons that are complete by the time Madden 17 comes out. So all the players who've already left and NCAA said that they were projected to be drafted, we're going to take the round that they said that they were going to be drafted, and they'll be tiered. And this is an example, okay? This might not be the exact, but say if you're in the first round, your overall will be somewhere between 77 and maybe 81 or something like that, maybe an 82. I'm going to have to look at the rookies again on Madden. We're going to kind of line it up like that. Then round 2 will be a step below that. Round 3 will be a step below that. All of these guys will have an opportunity to develop, okay? Now, I'm not going to cheese it. I don't like cheese. I'm not into it. I like for it to be challenging, a mix of challenging and fun at the same time. So not like the most realistic thing you've ever seen, but not the most bullshit you've ever seen either. Like somewhere in the middle, like a happy medium that makes it fun and entertaining. With that being said, it would completely ruin the realism if all of these guys are on the same team. So that's not happening, all right? As a matter of fact, if the guys came out in the same year and they're projected in the same round, I will not allow them to be on the same team, period. I know it can happen. You can trade up, boom, boom. For the purposes of this dynasty, that won't happen. Now, here's what we're gonna do, okay? So I've got guys, Aaron Jones, Chris Givens, Darren Miller, and several others. I got like 7 people on the list right now. By the time the game comes out, it'll be 10 or 11 because we're gonna finish another season for sure before the game comes out. So we'll have Brandon Black and all of those guys. He's a senior, by the way. Scott Ward, those guys. So for each player, I'm gonna find the top 5 teams that have needs in whatever position that they play, and then I'll randomly select. I'll use the random generator. I'm gonna top 5 teams. I'll number them 1 through 5. Randomly select which one of those teams drafted them, and that's the team they'll be on. Okay, I'm gonna do that for all the players that have already left UTEP by the time we actually start that dynasty. So I'm gonna create that roster on the base menu, and I'll be able to share it. You'll be able to download that roster if you want to. I'm gonna spend some time on it. It should be good as far as likeness with the guys that we know and love from the UTEP dynasty. That's how I'm gonna do the initial guys, meaning the first season they will be in the league. Now I'm gonna make sure I pick my team and announce my team before I do this, so I can't cheat and try to go to the team that Aaron Jones is on. I'm gonna pick my team beforehand, unless y'all just really want to see me with one of these guys. Then I might wait, and just go to, and maybe I'll go to whatever team that guy goes to. Or maybe I'll wait and see how the league looks after they're filled out, and then I'll pick after that. It depends. Y'all let me know how y'all want me to do that part. Okay, so I'll say it again, man. Top 5 teams that have a need in that position. So we got Aaron Jones, top 5 teams that can use a running back. Alright, we're gonna number 1 through 5 randomly select the team and put Aaron Jones on that team. Okay, then boom, we start the dynasty. Now once the dynasty is started, in order to keep this thing moving, I found out you can't actually edit the draft classes, which sucks, and I was pissed. But after each rookie is on a team, you can then go in and edit them fully, from what I understand. You can change their phase, where they're from, their name, all their attributes, everything about a guy once he's on a team. So when the rookies are projected, and you can scout, I'm sure, from like week 1, once you can scout, we'll go in and say there's a guy like, who's going to be coming out the year after that? Simp. All right, Jeff Simpson, right? He's going to be coming out that next year. So we'll go in, we'll find a running back that we think is projected how Jeff will be projected. Like, I think Jeff will probably be like early 2nd round pick, maybe a late 2nd round pick, because he does lack a little bit of explosiveness for the NFL, because he's not as fast, like that top end speed. NFL really likes that, and without it, you can tend to slide a little bit in the draft. So, you know, we'll decide on that. Maybe we'll vote or whatever. We'll figure that out. But we'll find a guy who's projected around that point, that plays running back, and say his name is Greg Sanders. We'll say, okay, Greg Sanders is Jeff Simpson. I'm going to write it down on my little pad right here. And from that point on, with scouting in the draft, Greg Sanders is Jeff Simpson. Now, the second he's drafted and he's on a team, whether I get him or whether somebody else gets him, I can then go and physically turn him into Jeff Simpson. I can change everything about him and make him actually Jeff. But that way, we can go through the whole scouting process, and we can go through the whole drafting process of getting these guys into the league. I know that shit is not perfect, but I'm thinking that's the best way to do it. If you got another idea of how we can do it, let me know. But yeah, we'll be able to do that year after year after year. Your boy Hancock will be able to come in. I know Anthony Hancock, I know some people was really bummed out that Hancock lost the starting spot. We'll be able to see him come into the league and maybe get on a team, practice squad or something. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out as we go. But it'll basically give us an opportunity to extend the life of all of the players and be able to see them on the next level. And keep in mind, just because you were great in college doesn't mean you're going to be great in the NFL. And just because you were okay in college doesn't mean you can't be great in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? We see this shit every single day. So that's the gist of what I'm thinking of doing. I wanted to give y'all that so we can kind of discuss it and I kind of see where y'all heads were at with that idea, how y'all felt about it, and you know, just kind of get that feedback. You know what I'm saying? So hit me up in the comments for sure. Let me know what you think about the idea. If you love it, tell me why you love it. If you hate it, tell me why you hate it. If it's tell me why it's You know what I'm saying? I need to know. I take all of that shit into consideration when making any decision that has to do with the channel. Alright, man, that's gonna do it for this video. Click the thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already, if you think that sounds like something you want to be a part of. I got some other updates and things that I'm gonna be doing going forward, but first I want to talk about this information. Once this is locked down and this is secure, if y'all are good with this, then we'll start to move to the other things and I'll start to talk to y'all about those. If you don't like this, we'll need to make an adjustment before we move forward. Understand something about me. If you're still here though, it's kind of late in the video. Once I decide something, I'm hard-headed as shit. Like, so if we say we're going this way, I do not second guess. I go full force once I choose. I think about it good, long. I marinate on it. I'll write ideas down, pros, cons. Okay. But once I make that decision, my decision is made. I don't go backwards. I don't fucking sidestep. I go straight ahead once I pick. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm just throwing it out just so you're aware, man. So if people like this idea, I'm going to roll with it and I'm going to develop it. And it's going to go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Let me know how y'all feel about it. My name is FlemLo Raps. Wow.